Hi, friends, evolving guys. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for following along with our collection journey. Today is a Tally Tuesday. Sometimes we do Tally Thursdays, but what Tally means is we're just going to tally up the pulls that we had from a recent opening. In this case, we're talking about Stellar Crown and our Master Set Challenge. Yesterday, we opened, yesterday on the channel at least, we opened a build and battle display. And so today we're talking about what did we pull in that build and battle display. And we're going to add those results to our previous Master Set Monday challenges, our previous openings. And so you'll have a sense of kind of where we're at with Stellar Crown, what our pull rates have been. So hopefully this is helpful as you are thinking about your Stellar Crown Master Set, or if you're pursuing a different Master Set, hopefully this is useful. So just as a quick reminder, and you can go back into the channel to see these videos, but we opened two booster boxes of Stellar Crown, 72 total packs. We followed that up with opening one of each of the main series sets. We opened a Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box. We opened single pack blisters of each variety. We opened 3-pack blisters of each kind. And we also opened an art set of sleeve booster packs, another 23 packs. And then again, yesterday on the channel, we opened an entire Stellar Crown Build and Battle display. If you're not familiar with that product, it's a sealed case of 10 Build and Battle kits. Each Build and Battle kit or pre-release kit has 4 booster packs of Stellar Crown in it, plus the pre-release wrapped promo. It's got the pre-release stamped promo, the Black Star promo. There's 4 different of those. And then it has a 40 card kind of pre-made deck that you would use in a pre-release. I like these products. They're available 2 weeks before a set releases if you go to a pre-release event at your local card store. And then 2 weeks after set release, usually this product will release. I feel like this product is maybe less valued or desired in the community because it does have that extra sealed pack inside. But often you'll find these for discounted rates, especially the further out you get from release, because I don't think they move as well as some of the other products. And so in my case, I paid $125 before taxes for this build and battle case, which actually, if you think about it, each build and battle kit, that's about $12.50 per build and battle kit. And you're getting 4 packs. So even by itself, the 4 packs divided by 12 is pretty decent, like pack per value ratio. And then you're getting this pre-release kit inside, or that wrapped pre-release pack too, which I like to collect those and I can resell those too. And so really, I think, if you value those at $4 to $5, which I think is pretty fair, then really you're just paying like $7 or $8 for 4 packs, which is pretty nice. So anyway, it's a good product. If you can find it for a good discount, you might have to wait it out a little bit, kind of past release, but eventually the price on these tends to come down. So anyway, how did we do? I know in the moment when we were when we were opening the packs, it seemed like our pull rates were pretty good. And in fact, that turned out to be true. We had 40 packs and we had 21 hits. So we averaged slightly better than a hit every 2 packs, which is definitely not to be expected. I had to use 2 pictures here to capture all of the hits. You can see on the left-hand side, those are all our double rares. Across the top there, we had 2 Venusaurs and then 1 of a variety of other ones. Then in the second row, we have that Tropicos EX double rare. And then we pulled 4 A-Specs, 2 of the Grand Tree and 2 of the Sparkling Crystal, each in 40 packs, which is, again, not what we would have expected. I think not probably to be expected. And then on the right-hand picture, you'll see across the top is our illustration rares that we pulled. And then on the bottom is the ultra rares. And so when you break it down by rarity, you see that we pulled 8 double rares, 4 A-Specs, 5 illustration rares, and 4 ultra rares. We still did not pull a special illustration rare or a hyper rare. But again, I think getting 21 hits across 40 packs is really kind of incredible. And so to look at some of the best things that we pulled, definitely by far the best card we pulled was the Bulbasaur's illustration rare. That really helps our value because before that, or I guess after that, the next most valuable card, as you see here, is just the Terapagos EX double rare. So even though we had a lot of hits, really most of those hits weren't that valuable when it comes to their monetary price. You can see that Tropicos at $7, then it drops down to Lapras at 4, Joltik at 3.5, and then from there all the rest of the hits are less than that. And so still, if you add them up, that's like even if it's $1 or $2 a hit, that's not terrible. But again, having that Bulbasaur pull really is helpful. And this is one of those interesting sets where the second and third most valuable cards in the set are actually just the regular illustration rares, not special illustration rares. And so The Bulbasaur and the Squirtle in this set are the number 2 and number 3 most valuable cards. So in some ways, that's really nice as a collector because you're more likely to get illustration rare pulls. You pull those about once every 12 packs. And so it's actually somewhat likely that you're going to pull the Squirtle and the Bulbasaur. And so the fact that they tend to be that they're more valuable is kind of a nice shot in the arm when it comes to this set. You can see here at the bottom, I also posted smaller screenshot pictures of the 4 Black Star promos. So again, in the build and battle kits that we were opening, we got one of those in each. We're guaranteed one of those in each of the boxes as well. Those don't have a ton of value. Bouffalant's a little bit more expensive than the other 3, but all of them are just a couple dollar cards. So it's not necessarily crazy value, but if you collect those, it saves you from going out and buying them. And like I said, I like to have one loose Black Star promo of these variants for my binder, my promo binder, and then I also like to have one sealed pre-release promo pack from each variant for each set. So this, again, another reason why the build and battle is a good thing for me to open. So anyway, I added in our 21 hits into our overall Stellar Crown experience. And you can see here, we've opened 135 packs. That's the 72 packs from the 2 booster boxes, plus the 23 packs that came in the different main series set products, and then plus the 40 packs that we just opened in the build and battle display. So a total of 135 packs. And so these are our pull rates. And I think from my experience, these are pretty consistent with what other people are finding and with past sets, actually. So we've pulled 21 double rares, which works out to about 1 in every 6 packs, which again is very much like clockwork, I think what we would expect. We've pulled 7 ace specs. Again, you saw we pulled 4 ace specs out of this build and battle display. That's more than I would expect, which brings our kind of average down to about 1 in every 19 packs, or think about it, maybe round up 1 in every about 20 packs, you're getting an ace spec card. The thing with ace specs is there's not much monetary value to most of them, and even my sense is that they're not very playable. There's only a few of them that are really seeing a lot of play in the TCG. So a lot of these, they're cool cards. They have that hot pink finish. They kind of stand out when you pull one, but they're not necessarily that coveted either for the card game or for collectors. I pulled 13 illustration rares and 12 ultra rares, very close on those. I think our experience says that it's mostly those are going to be very close to each other as far as, as far as pull rates go. 13 illustration rares across 135 packs works out to about 1 in every 10 packs. 12 ultra rares across the 135 works out to about 1 in every 11 packs. So you can see here kind of your double rare is the most common, and then for about every 12 packs you're pulling an illustration rare or an ultra rare. Ace specs, then the next most likely, about 1 in every 20 packs. And then in our case, I think this is really an outlier. We did not pull across 135 packs of Stellar Crown. We did not pull a single special illustration rare or a single hyper rare. So that's kind of the bad news. I mean, our pull rates here are pretty consistent, but we just did not have that luck. I think past experience and looking at other YouTubers who open a lot more than we do, I think you would expect a special illustration rare roughly every 2 booster boxes. So about every 72 packs, you would expect one special illustration rare. Hyper rares are even harder to pull generally, like 1 every 100 or 120 packs, 110 packs, kind of in that range. Hyper rares are those gold cards, and so those are harder to pull, but they tend to not be as valuable. So in some ways, the fact that they're hard to pull, they're cool when you pull one, but they're not too hard to pick up as singles on the secondary market. So the fact that they're hard to pull doesn't really make them much of a chase, I think. But if you do happen to pull one, just know that that's actually probably the rarest thing you can pull in one of these packs is a hyper rare. So looking just at our overall Stellar Crown Master Set Challenge, we've been working on this. Again, we've opened 135 packs. I have started to pick up singles as well, just when I see them. But this is kind of where we stand. We still are, we do not have the number 1 card in this set, the Terapagos EX Special Illustration Rare. It's hovering around $100, slightly under $100, and we did not pull it. So that's one that we'll just keep our eye on. I suspect it might even come down more, especially if it turns out to not be quite as playable, but that's a card we'll just keep our eye on, and maybe we'll pull it. And if not, it won't be so terrible to pick up eventually as a single. And then, like I mentioned, we have actually, we're fortunate, even though we have not pulled a hyper rare or a special illustration rare, the fact that we have pulled the second and third most valuable cards in this set, because that's the Squirtle and the Bulbasaur, which are both just regular illustration rares. So we pulled those two, and then the fourth most valuable card here on the screen is the Hydrapple EX, which is only $35. So by the time you get even to the fourth most valuable card in this set, you're already down to 35. And you can see we have actually picked the fifth and sixth card we didn't pull. Those are special illustration rares that I just purchased as singles at my local card shop. And so already, I think by between what we have pulled in our packs and the things I've started to pick up, we only have 9 cards remaining. And those 9 cards total just $232. I know that can be a lot of money for some, but when we think in terms of the TCG, that's pretty solid, especially when you consider that 100 of that 232 is the Terapagos EX. And so the 8 remaining cards outside of that card are just a little over $100. And you can see here that no individual card, you've got 35 for the Hydrapple, 25 for the Gabantula, 22 for the Briar, and it goes down from there. And so I think overall, Stellar Crown, again, our luck has not been with us as far as pool. I mean, our pull rates have been normal, have been fine, except we have missed those special illustrators or hyper rares. Thankfully, none of them are that expensive. And so I think Stellar Crown, on the whole, is going to be a relatively easy set to master, especially when you consider what's around it, the Twilight Masquerade. Um, we're still working on, especially that, the Greninja EX. I mean, I don't know that I'm going to spend over $300 for a single card, so we're just going to have to keep hoping that we pull it. And then Surging Sparks is coming out, and already pre-order pricing and pre-release pricing on that set. I mean, we'll see. I mean, some people have said that's going to feel more like maybe it's Evolving Skies 2.0, but other people have said maybe it's actually going to be more like Vivid Voltage 2.0, where the Pikachu kind of drives it initially, but then in the end, it might just be one of those sets with one good card because it has Pikachu, and maybe we'll fall away. I don't know, but the pre-order pricing has been much higher for this set, and it feels like it's going to be harder to come by, at least initially. So we'll see how that goes. But Stellar Crown, we're probably not going to do any formal Master Set Monday openings of Stellar Crown in the near future, but I'm going to still work on the master set by buying singles. And thanks for following along. If you want to go back to our Stellar Crown openings, if you like this set or if you have thoughts on this set, let us know in the comments. And otherwise, keep an eye on the channel. We have some fun stuff coming up soon. And of course, when Surging Sparks release, we'll be out there doing some master set challenges to see how hard or easy it is to master that set as well. Thanks very much for listening, and we'll catch you soon.